Okay, let's look at another example where we're being asked to solve using the zero product property. So we have 4x squared minus 25 equals 0. To use the zero product property, we need the product to be set equal to 0, which means that we're going to need to factor the binomial. Now, notice here the binomial. We can factor it just like a trinomial, keeping in mind that we're missing the linear term. So 4 times negative 25 is negative 100. We need factors of negative 100 that add together to give us 0. So that would be negative 10 and positive 10. So that's going to give us 4x squared minus 10x plus 10x minus 25 is equal to 0. And then we can factor by grouping. So here we're going to factor out a 2x. It's going to leave us with 2x minus 5. Here we're going to factor out a 5. It's going to leave us with 2x minus 5. So then we can group again. Both terms have a factor of 2x minus 5 in common. Leaves us with the factor of 2x plus 5. So hopefully this looks familiar to you. 2x minus 5, 2x plus 5. Notice we're getting factored form for a difference of squares. So remember, we can factor this guy the quick way as well. 4x squared is a perfect square. 2x times 2x. 25 is a perfect square. It's 5 and 5. But in order to get a negative 25, one needs to be negative, one needs to be positive. So this guy would be factored form quickly, 2x minus 5, 2x plus 5. Another thing to notice when we talked about conjugates, we talked about complex conjugates. Back when we talked about complex numbers. A minus b, a plus b. It's very similar here to a difference of squares. We're basically factoring it into a pair of conjugates. They're not complex because they don't have the imaginary unit, but an a minus a b and a plus a b. So now that we have our product set equal to 0, we can take each factor, set it equal to 0. So 2x is equal to 5, which means x is equal to 5 halves. We can set 2x plus 5 equal to 0, which means 2x is equal to negative 5, which means x is equal to negative 5 halves. So we're looking at plus or minus 5 halves as the solutions to the quadratic using the zero product property.